So, Nigerian police, when will you stop being a tool of oppression to innocent citizens, to poor Nigerians? You see that many of you guys don't have conscience? Is that the rule of engagement? There are ways to tackle this kind of situation. Many people owe debt. Nigeria itself is owing debt. They are owing debt. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and this is Andy Media TV welcoming you guys on Trending Stories. This is a platform where we discuss trending issues, going on, across the globe, particularly in Nigeria. A few days ago, we had the news that one Jibril Abdulkadir, a resident of Kwara State, was picked up by the police for owing the sum of 220K to someone else. And the police picked him up and took him, to the station. And after some days, we got a report that the guy died. It's unfortunate to break such news to the families of, Abdulkadir, telling them that their son, who they saw was taken by the police a few days ago, is now dead. And there was no information of what really happened to him, of why he died in the custody of the police. But the record put it there that the guy was very healthy, very strong before he was taken. So nobody knows exactly what happened. There have been insinuations that he must have been tortured in the police station and and all that. But the fact remains, because somebody is owing you 220K, you use the police, intimidate him, picked him up, lock him up because of 220K. And I must tell you today on this video that the person who arrested him, because he's owing him, must have spent over 500K to the police for them to come and arrest the guy. So somebody is owing you 220K and you expended far more than the person is owing you. You just want to show him, that you belong, you connected, you know the police, you have someone that know the police, or you are one of the big guys of the society. And now the guy has lost his life. And from reports, we heard that even the Jibril was like, okay, I will sign on the taking and I will repay the money. Let me go pay the 220K and you guys should let me go. And they said no. So that shows that the intimidator, the person that engineered the arrest, just want to teach him a lesson. And unfortunately, that lesson has gone south. So today, this family has lost their loved one carelessly. I don't know the value of human life when it comes to Nigeria. I don't really know, because people just die for careless reasons. What is it supposed to be? If the guy is owing you 220K, you made a report to the police, and the police comes, he picks him up, he put up a statement, yes, I borrowed this money from him, I promised to pay, unfortunately, I couldn't pay, but as it is now, I can pay this money, every month I'm going to pay this, I'm going to pay that. You put up an agreement on how to repay the money, all right? And then they let you go to go look for the money, or they charge you to court after you put down your statement. So it depends on these two, options, but not to keep you in the prison, in police cell, for a number of days. And by constitution, you are not meant to detain someone more than 48 hours. But this guy was in custody for days until the news of his death broke out. I'm going to play you the video so that you're going to see the visit of the IG of police. He was once a commissioner of police in Kwara State, and they attested that the Kwara indigenes was nice to him, and they pledged that the investigation will be carried out, to find out what really happened that led to his death. But the fact remains, whatever the investigation is, will he bring back Jibril? No, it won't. Why did this kind of lapses happen in the first place? Because police has been a tool of intimidation to the citizens. Once you are connected, once you can call who know, a commissioner, or who know one policeman, or you have a police friend, you just call the police friend and use him to intimidate, your friend or colleague or anyone. That's what you see in the system. So it's quite unfortunate that in Nigeria of today, we are still going through this, because this guy, who probably is a nobody, and he was just taken and dehumanized and until he lost his life. So IG of police, well, you've done well to at least go to visit the family, but you really have to fish out what really happened so that their family can have closure. And whoever is involved, including the man who arrested him, who gave that instruction, all of them should be brought to book. You can't just arrest somebody because he's owing you and keep him in cell for a very long time and put him away just because he's owing you. So this man's life worth 220K. We have had those that died in stampede to go because they went to collect 5K. Those ones, their life worth 5K. Some died because they went to collect a bag of rice and granite oil. That's what their life worth. 70 of them gone. Now Jibril, for owing 220K, his life was cut short. So, Nigerian police, when will you stop being a tool of oppression to innocent citizens, to poor Nigerians? Is it that many of you guys don't have conscience? Is that the rule of engagement? There are ways to tackle this kind of situation. Many people owe debt. Nigeria itself is owing debt. They are owing debt. The person who instructed the arrest of Jibril, I know how much he must have spent to the police to spur them to go and pick him up. And what he has spent is more than the 220K. So it's not about the money the guy is owing. It's about to show him that he belongs. It's about to show him that he's a nobody and that he's among those who speaks in Nigeria. That is just what this is all about. And now the guy is late. Will you see collect your 220K from his coffin? Now you can see how wicked some people can be. It's not bad to owe a debt. And also, if the person cannot pay, what do? That's why they have debt restructuring. You restructure debt, right? You can restructure the debt with the guy and tell him, okay, this is how you pay me the money. Every month, you're going to pay this, you're going to pay that. You take him to court. Court will define these things. Even justice court can handle this kind of matter and tell the person how to pay. And the person will comply with the court decision. So taking him, putting him in police cell, which now led to his death. How does he pay your death? How does he, how does he solve the problem? How satisfied are you? Are you happy now that he's gone? May the law catch up with you, because this is high level of wickedness. There's no police that will go and register this kind of case. They will just move free. No, it's not. It's not possible. Not in this country. It's not possible. You must drop something. Common that they stole your phone. You go to station, they will ask you to bring money so they can track the phone. It's not this one. They are owing you. What is 220K in Nigeria of today that will warrant the life of somebody? I'm not in support of somebody borrowed something and refused to pay back. No. When you borrow something, make sure you pay back. If you can't meet up the obligation, let the person know that there's a way things are, you cannot be able to meet it, and then you restructure, how to, pay the debt. You restructure it. You and the person can reach a different new agreement on how you pay back. You must pay what you owe. That's for sure. But maltreating the person in this level to the point of costing him his life, that is so terrible. Let's look at the video and see. And also hear what the IG said. I will hammer on that when we come back after this video. Let's take a look at the video.
Well, in another development, reactions have trailed the death of Jibril Abdulkadir, a resident of Ilorin, Kwara State, who was arrested and detained for allegedly owing a friend 220,000 naira over the weekend. Jimos's family members were informed that he had died in police custody. In a viral video taken at the deceased's house, family members could be seen crying and mourning his death. Well, on Sunday, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, visited the family of the deceased in Ilorin and assured the family that the circumstances that led to Jimos's death will be investigated.
àbúrò mi náà pa ọmọ tábìlẹ̀ mi náà pa ogun ọ̀sán àjọ wa bíbá yìí ni àjọ ẹ̀ máa tẹ̀lé àtàbúrò mi tó ń ṣàwàdà náà wá gbé ọmọ fẹ́ ṣe àdá gbogbo wá gbé kí wọ́n tàkú òbí mi àtàwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ wà ní sí. wọ́n tún gbowó lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ nínú sẹ́ẹ̀lì náà àwọn jìbìtì.
Ìfẹ́rí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ̀dùn ọkàn ló jẹ́ fún mi. Èmi ti ṣiṣẹ́ níbi báyìí nílẹ̀ yìí. Mo ti mọ bí àwọn èèyàn fi báyìí ṣe receive mi. Bí ọmọ lèmi náà jẹ́ nílò nítorí bí ẹ ṣe receive mi nígbà tí mo ṣe commissioner mi. Kò sí ọ̀rọ̀ tá a lè sọ tó lè tù mí nínú. Kò sí irú support kan tá a lè sọ pé a fẹ́ fún nísìn tó lè mú ọmọ padà. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jẹ́ ká gbà pé àmúwọ́ Ọlọ́run ni.
Welcome back. You have seen the video. You have seen the family, how devastated they were. You see them, speaking in their, in Yoruba language, which is transcribed on the screen, of, how he was. He doesn't steal, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't drink. He's a good guy, according to the family. And then this whole thing ended up this way. And they want to know why their son died in the hand of the police. And the IG, was there, trying to talk to the family to see how he can, comfort them a little bit. But to be honest, the IG did what he has to do, yes, but all this is not going to get the guy back to life. However, So he has made a pledge that he has to set up investigation and figure out what really transpired. I hope he do so, and I hope the investigation is not tampered with. Anyone involved in this must be brought to book. That's my message to the IG. Please, if you really love that family, if you really believe you served in Kwara State as a commissioner and they were nice to you, be nice to this family. Figure out who did what. Figure out who instructed the police to arrest that man and dealt with him the way they did that led to his death. Why did they refuse to collect the money when the guy has offered to pay the money back? Why? Find out how much they paid to the police to handle that guy. Find out all this information and let the family know the truth so that they can have closure and they can believe in you that yes, you're a man of your words, that what you said you will do, you did it. That's what you have to do for them. But for you trying to tell us that, oh, they should accept it as the will of God. No, that's not the will of God. God never wish us pain. There's no place. God said, I have come that we may have life and have it more abundantly. God doesn't wish us pain. He doesn't wish us sorrow. God wishes us good things, blessings. Somebody's child died in police custody, and you are telling the family it's the will of God. How is it the will of God? Once evil happened, they say it's the will of God. It's not. Will you say the hunger in Nigeria is the will of God? No. So if you are going back home and you were kidnapped and killed, you will say it's the will of God. It's not the will of God. God will never plan for me to be kidnapped and killed. It's not his will for me. So the death of Jibril is not the will of God. It's the will of man. It's the will of police and the will of the man who called for his arrest. It is their will. So all this tendency that once police sees more money, they begin to misbehave as if their brain is locked up in the freezer. This is man inhumanity to man. It is not will of God. Man inhumanity to man. That's the truth. God does not support evil. God abhors evil. So don't tell us it's the will of God. Fish out those who are involved in this deadly act and bring them to justice. That is what you can do for the family and for the soul of Jibril. Is it a crime to owe? No, it's not. If he doesn't have collateral, they offer the guy who borrowed the money, then they can restructure, they can refinance the loan. These things are there to be utilized. So this is just an oppression gone south. The person want to put him there, dehumanize him, probably torture him, make sure he had ugly experience so that if he comes out, if he commands him this way, it goes. To prove that he has clout. That's just what it is. So it's not will of God, sir. It's Oga IG. It's not the will of God. So separate God from this issue. This is the will of police and the will of the person that sent them to arrest him. The will of man, not the will of God. I disagree with you, sir. It is not the will of God. I pray that the family will have the heart to endure the loss of their son. It's unfortunate, it's painful, and it's hurtful. If it's the breadwinner of that family, then the family has gone down to suffer. These are part of the issues. So when we are making decisions, we should understand the implications of those decisions. I've seen a whole lot of videos of what police people does to their citizens, especially back home there. So there's really need for police reform. Because people cannot just be dying for nothing. Just like that, people will just die. For one simple thing, people will just die. The other day, we heard of a man that he stole a fowl. And he has been in prison for 14 years and was sentenced to death before the governor of Osun State intervened and granted him pardon. Fowl. What does the law say? Somebody that stole fowl will be in detention for 14 years and his destiny was just cut, just like that. If the governor did not intervene, they will hang him for selling fowl. Former Accountant General of Nigeria that stole 109 billion is still moving around. Former CBN governor is still there. No judgment to hang him is there. Other members, even in the National Assembly, some ministers who were former governors, and they have corruption case, they are still moving around. But somebody stole a fowl. At that time, he stole the fowl. One fowl may be 20 naira or 15 naira then, 14 years ago. But they have spent 14 years in detention. They still put hanging for him, penalty, death. These people do things, they go scot-free. Poor man does some little things that is not even up to half of what the rich man does. They sentence him to death. Is that how to build a society? It's not. In conclusion, I don't think he's interested in the money per se. is interested in teaching him a lesson. And that's what led to this guy's death. And I pray that the truth will come out if IG does what he said he will do. And I don't think anything will stop him from doing that, except if the person involved is highly connected. They will want to shield him or her. And we pray that Nigeria do not happen to you or to any of your family members. Because when it does, you will be so devastated. I can see the devastation in the face of the family members of Jibril Abdulkadir. And may God grant them the heart to bear this irreparable loss. Is unnecessary death as far as I'm concerned. And may Nigerians begin to consider the life of others, begin to value the life of others, to know as much as they want to live, others want to live as well. That is not every little thing that we want to oppress somebody just to show that we are bigger or better than them. No, it's unnecessary. We all will account for whatever we do on earth. And remember, there's a day that you will no more move. There's a day you will no more breathe. There's a day you will lie lifeless. And at that point, you don't know what is happening again on this earth. And you'll be facing your God one-on-one. It does not matter which religion you attend, you will face judgment on that day. And God will ask you, how did you treat your neighbor? How did you treat your colleagues? God will ask you, and you will answer. When you don't get it right, I don't know what happens to you next. But let us remember that without you, there is no me. We need each other to make things happen. Therefore, treat one another with love, with kindness, with respect, with human feeling. Nigerian police, you have to wake up. Understand that your job is to protect the citizens, not to oppress the citizens. Treat Nigerians with dignity. You guys, most of you guys have gone on foreign missions. So you see how other people conduct themselves as well. Conduct yourself properly. Follow the rules of engagement. Obey the laws. Don't treat people as if they are chaff. You don't know where you will meet them tomorrow. Therefore, IG of police, please conduct thorough investigation on the death of Abdulkadir Jibril so that the family can have closure. And all those involved in his death should be brought to book. That is my submission to you, sir. Please help that family to subside their pain. I can feel their pain. I can see them. I can see even you that was there to visit the family. I can see how you felt. Please do something. Let it not be a promise that is not kept. And for other Nigerians, keep speaking up. If you don't speak up, this whole thing going to touch you sooner or later. Keep speaking against man inhumanity to man. They say when you see something, say something. By the time citizens are talking over this issue, it may lead to a reform. That's how change comes. Whatever is your take on this, please kindly say that in the comment section, and I'm going to respond back. But one major thing I will want from you is, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Just go over there and hit the subscribe button, and also put on your notification so that once my new video comes up, you will be notified. And don't forget to share this video to family and friends, and also urge them to also subscribe for them to get content as this. And with you, we'll be able to grow this channel. I will see you guys in my next video, and hopefully all of us will meet ourselves in 2025 coming up in the next few days. I wish you guys all the best, and thank you for stopping by on my channel, and thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in my next video. Have a wonderful day. See ya.